Hey guys, I wanted to jump on here before this long weekend that we're about to have with Memorial Day. I wanted to encourage you in two ways. The first is I want you to keep in mind that when you go look at a DIY show or go watch a YouTube video or you talk to a friend about a project that they did, you're really honed in on one aspect of their life. It's easy to hone in on a specific area of someone else's life but then apply that to the big picture of our life. Let me give you an example. Let's say in our video, you look at our raised beds, our garden, but in the context of everything else that you have going on in your life, you apply the way that our garden looks to that. So it looks nice, neat, organized, clean, new, and you take that and you apply that to the big picture of your life. That's going to be really challenging because I've just spent a week focusing in on tilling up the land, on building the raised beds, getting mulch delivered, getting my soil delivered, building the beds, putting the beds in place, planting the plants. So I've dedicated a whole week of my life, which means other areas of my life were neglected while I was doing that. So though you get to see that on camera, you're not getting to see the other area, the laundry that's piled up, the floor that hasn't been swept. Whatever it is, there are other areas of my life that haven't been focused on for that week that I took to build my garden. That's okay. I don't need to show you the laundry that's piled up. I don't need to show you the shoe boxes that are sitting on a shelf over here. You don't need to see everything in my life. But it's really important that when you're looking at these things that I've zoomed in on, that you don't apply that on a macro level to your life. So that's one perspective of this conversation. The other perspective of this conversation is that when we look at a zoomed in area on someone's life, we can do that in hours and be encouraged. So if I focused on gardens and you're encouraged by the way that my garden looks, you can take the approach that I've taken and focus it on whatever it is that you've been working on in your life, whatever project it is that you've been working on, and you can be encouraged, you can be built up, lifted up, look in on it. So two shifts that I think are important to have this weekend as we're going into a long, productive weekend. The first is to make sure that you are seeing what others are accomplishing and letting that encourage you, letting it build you up, letting it show you that you can do something, you can accomplish something too. And two, start to focus in on what it is that you've done over the past month, 2 months. See what it is that you've built and be encouraged and built up by what you've accomplished in your life too.